Hi, I'm Gerard Labuschagne, and I'm one of two directors at L&S Threat Management, along with my colleague Bronwyn Stallars.
My name is Bronwyn Stallars, and I'm a clinical psychologist. I'm a director at L&S Threat Management with my colleague Gerard Labuschagne.
We started L&S Threat Management in 2016 when I left the South African Police Service. We realized that there was a need in the market for a company that assists organizations in dealing with problematic behavior that raises concerns for the safety of their employees.
What we do at L&S Threat Management is we provide behavioural analysis of the threat, advising on how concerned you should be and what will inform you if the threat level is changing, and most importantly, how to manage or mitigate and even prevent the threat.
The types of cases we've worked on over the past few years includes things such as death threats towards CEOs of companies, assaults on employees by fellow employees, domestic violence incidents that play out in the actual workplace environment, mentally ill people who perhaps are harassing or bothering the company or individuals at the company.
Ex-employees returning to their old workplace years later to act out workplace violence, and people making social media posts that cause concern for others' safety.
Stalking of employees by customers, and violent threats that have been made by customers. So what do we actually offer you? We offer basically three things. Firstly is case consultations. So when you have an active concern that you're worried about and you want some guidance to understand what you're dealing with and how to mitigate and prevent it, we will then come in and do an assessment and advise you. Or for example, if you've had an incident that's already taken place at your place of employment and you want to have a post-incident analysis to try and figure out what went wrong and how can we prevent it from happening again in the future. The second thing we do, which is very important, is we actually offer training to you and your staff members. And that's anything from a 3-day threat assessment and management course, teaching people how to actually do threat assessment, from investigative interviewing techniques, and also what we call frontline threat assessment, where we advise front of house staff such as lobby security, receptionists, PAs, etc., on how to identify and manage and deal with problematic behavior, problematic people who present in the reception area, and how to de-escalate those situations and report that information to the necessary people in the organization. The third thing we do is in terms of policies and systems. So we advise you how to set up a system in your organization that you can effectively identify threats as early as possible, and what will then take place in the organization, what steps need to be acted upon, who needs to be reported to, and of course what the organization will do in response to that particular threat. And that's often encompassed in what we call a policy document. So those are the types of things we have to offer you. In terms of myself, my own background, I'm a clinical psychologist by training. I was a trained hostage negotiator by the South African Police Service. I'm a certified threat manager with the United States Association of Threat Assessment Professionals. I'm a trained homicide and death investigator by the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. I was a head profiler of the South African Police Service for 14.5 years, and currently I'm the president of the African Association of Threat Assessment Professionals. I also hold a professorship in the Department of Forensic Medicine and Pathology at the University of the Witwatersrand. So feel free to contact us, and if you'd like to know more about our organization, please send us an email or give us a phone call, and thank you for listening.